I always like for us to have our perspective in order. And job searching is really, really hard. It's it's the concepts itself are not hard, but the mechanics and the process and the fact that there are so many people involved, there's so much confusion, it's an uncomfortable situation. You don't do it very often. You should not be good at this. I'm always a little weirded out by people who are really awesome at job searching. That just doesn't make any sense to me. You shouldn't be good at this. You get paid to do something else. I get paid to do this. So I was thinking yesterday about what I wanted to say to you this morning is before we got into all the details. And here's what I want to share. Now, over the next 4 days, I'm going to be spending more than 10 hours with you. I'm going to teach you a lot of great stuff. You're going to hear from people, not much unlike some of those selfie videos you saw, but in a much more thoughtful, mechanical way about how they went through their job searches, what they learned, all the myths, all the mistakes, all the things that worked for them. You're going to get a lot of instruction. But for the really impatient, I'm going to give you the 10 plus hours in just a couple of minutes, and I'm going to give you that right now. And if you can remember this, what I'm about to say, you're going to find your job faster, you're going to get paid more, and you're going to have a lot more fun doing it. And the thing I want to say is, everything in life it is simple. We tend to make it complicated. And like I said, you're going to get 10 hours worth of instruction, and it's no fluff and it's no joke, but I'm going to give you the information that I know you have questions about and what you need to know in order to run a great job search. But if you can manage to do what I'm going to say, and every step that you take with all the detailed instruction that I'm going to give you, if you can keep this perspective in mind, you are going to find your job faster. And when anything that we do in life, it comes down to two things that really, really make a difference: intention and focus. Intention and focus. And for those of you that know me well and have read this little beauty, which was my first book, Interview Intervention, in the first chapter, the title of the chapter is "The World Actually Does Revolve Around You." That's the title. And that's actually true. It's technically true. It's physically true. Because no matter who you are, no matter how old you are, every experience, you have never had an experience in your entire life that you were not at the absolute center of, right? Everything in this world happens in front of you or behind you or to the left or right of you, right? Anything that I do with you has to be communicated to you. My feelings have to be communicated to you. Employers' feelings have to be communicated to you. And this is the problem, because we don't know how to live or think about anybody but ourselves. It doesn't make us selfish, bad people. It's just that our feelings are automatic, right? What we want to share about ourselves, our experiences, and the things that we want people to know about us. But if you could actually suspend that for the duration of your job search, I do think you'll find your job faster, get paid more, and have more fun. And I want you to, let's give you a little analogy. So now I coach people every single day, individuals, not group, but like individuals, sometimes 2 people, sometimes 3, 4, maybe sometimes 5. And I coach them for an hour, and I help them on their job search or their career development. Sometimes it's high performance coaching, but essentially let's just talk about job searching for right now. And when I talk to them for an hour, and I've been working for over 35 years. If I spent the hour with them and talked to them about everything that I've learned and all the skills that I have and how I learned it and why they should listen to me and why they should do what I say, what would actually happen in the course of that hour? Nothing. That would not help them achieve their goals. It would not help them overcome their problems, right? It's the 35 years of experience that enables me to solve your problem in minutes. Okay, that's what that is. The value for me to you is that I can help you achieve your goals and solve your problems. And if you think about when you go into or bring yourself to market, write your resume, bring yourself to market, go into a job interview, job seekers, that's how they approach interviewing, right? They want to talk about what they've learned. They want to talk about their skills as if employers actually paid for skills. They don't. They buy transformation. They're a customer just like you are when you buy anything in your life. What is the future me going to be like when I hire you? Right? What's the future you going to be like when you hire me as your coach? Right? You don't care about all the hours and the late nights and the early mornings and all the stuff that I outlined and learned and relearned and the mistakes I made and all that stuff. You want to know how I'm going to transform your life. And so much of the time, and I know this because of all those people that I talk to, on average about 500 individuals a year, right? 10 a week, that's how they approach their job search. And they want to explain themselves in terms of skills and keywords, so to speak. But that's not what employers buy. So your intent for many of you that are watching me is to find a job. And if you change your intention and don't make it about you, it is about you. I want you to live a great career, and I'm going to help you do that. I'm talking about if your intention in your job search is to look at the employers, figure out how you can apply whatever you've learned, wherever you've been, whatever you know, to contribute value to them, to help them achieve their goals by overcoming their problems or achieving their aspirations. If you could become so focused on that, I guarantee you, everything that you do, everything that you put on the resume, everything that you do when you search, everything you say in a job interview, and especially when you negotiate, is going to be different. Think about what are their goals? What are their problems? Likely, and you can confirm them in an interview. Think about what they need, not who they're looking for. Think about what value they need, not what skills they're looking for, right? Think about presenting yourself in terms of the value you're going to contribute and how you're going to actually change them. And then when you get to the negotiation, talk about what you're worth in terms of the value you're going to contribute, not the skills you bring because the market pays for those skills, because that's nonsense. Right? Employers buy transformation. They're like every other customer. And the more you as a job seeker can get out of you and into them, the faster you will make your sale. Right? If right now all I was doing was thinking about how am I going to sell them something, yeah, I have a business to run, sure. But at this particular moment, I am laser focused on how do I serve them best? How do I teach them? How am I going to bring something to somebody who doesn't know what I know and hasn't been through what I've been through to try to help them solve their problem? And while I'm at it, the 399 of you are here. So you have 399 people going in 399 different directions. So think about that. Everything that we're going to talk about this week, and we'll break it down here in a second, is aimed at that. It's not about you, it's about them. Yes, it's about you, and you need to make a good career choice. I'm talking about getting you faster results, having a better time, joining an employer that will appreciate your value and actually show you that appreciation, pay you what you're worth, and you're going to have a lot better career that way. All right? Who's pumped?